Hi and welcome to Millgap Farms. My name's Kevin along with my beautiful wife Emily. We're the proud owners of Virginia's only, get this, USDA certified organic maple syrup farm. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense. We make maple syrup in Virginia, but we really do. And today on the channel, we're not talking about maple syrup. We're talking about a side-by-side. Let me show you what I'm doing. If you look up in there, you might see my wrench, but there's a hose that's been leaking for a little while. And as you can tell, it's created a lot of problems for me. You know, I say problem, but it's not really been a problem. I just let it leak. Now, it's not leaking a lot. If it was, I'd have fixed it a long time ago. But since I had to go for the cutter, I went ahead and pulled off both my hoses, and we're gonna install them right now. A couple years ago, I went and bought this at Harbor Freight. It's a roll-around knee pad. I put it on the shelf, I forgot about it. Then I found it, and I thought, well, I'm gonna give that thing a go. And it works like a champ. Now, I bet you can find one on like Amazon, and I'll leave a link in the description if I can find one. But you can go to Harbor Freight and get one too. I don't think it was terribly expensive, and it'll definitely help your knees. Hey, did you catch that video we put out this past weekend? Emily being mean to me? Can you see me fix the rust bucket? That cracked me up. I love that comment. So earlier today, when I was trying to get this thing out, I couldn't see it. It is way up in there. I mean, way up in there. And pretty much hateful too. So in doing this, I'm actually gonna put the most difficult end in first, because I know that I'm not gonna be able to really move it like I wanna move it in a little bit. In fact, when I was trying to get it out earlier today, I couldn't even see where it was. I think I got my eyes on it right now though. Here we go. Maybe I can show you where it is. If you look up in there, I know it's kind of hard. This is the hose that I'm installing. I've got it started, which is great. I had to pull the wheel to do this because it is way up in there and I need to get pretty close. So what'd you think of that video on Sunday? If you're new to the channel, hey, go back a couple days. Maybe I'll leave it right here in the video. Maybe you can look at it where you can get it. It's probably gonna be in the upper, as you look at the video, maybe the upper right corner, you'll see that little card or something. I think that's what they call them, cards. I'll leave a link to that video because it was fun. It was funny. My wife did not want me to post the post it. I'm probably gonna get in trouble, but it was good. It was good. I hope everybody enjoyed it. So I'm in the dump bed section of the RTV. Here's a tiny little hose right here, and it's got to go from right here to this little body right back here. This should be easy to install. Of course, every time I say something's gonna be easy to install, it's not. I need a 17, maybe. Nope, it's an 18, that's cray-cray. I gotta find a better place to put the light, don't I? So we can both see. Golly, this is hard to get into. I find it interesting that these things are not super tight. Not at all. Last couple weeks I've had a cold and it has been just not at all fun. Emily's tried a couple things on me. It has not worked. It's settled in my chest. And right now, it's still here. All right, there's that one. Let's see if we can get this one in. I'll show you the hose here in just a minute. Yep, golly willikers. Look at that. That thing went on there pretty simple. This is not my world, people. You can see down in there, it's the only clean thing that's there, but that's the hose. And so it's in, and we're gonna have to clean this thing up. So you probably could tell we're losing a little bit of hydraulic fluid. I'm gonna check that in a little bit later. What I'm gonna do now is get the wheel back on, but at some point, I'm gonna have to get all this cleaned up just so I make sure that I don't have any more leaks. And the product I'm gonna use comes from Super Clean. Now they didn't sponsor the video, but at one point in time, I did get some of this from them and I've enjoyed it, I really have. So I'll leave a link in the description of some if you want to try it out. But eventually, it's not gonna be right now because I've got to go do the next repair. But I've got to get up under here, spray everything down, and then get it all power washed off so I can tell if I have any more leaks. Right now, let's go get the skid steer fixed so we can get on the skid steer and knock down some stuff. You probably can tell I am sweating like a pig. I really am. It is hot out here. It's the first time this year that we've gotten above 90 degrees. Whew, I don't care for the heat, I really don't. I'm looking forward to winter already. Now the hose that broke is this little tiny hose right here. It's to the case drain. I've already set it in place because I was filling up my car with the fuel, and while that was happening, I figured I can kind of get it where I want it, and that's exactly where I want it. All I need to do is get this end on, and of course tighten that end right there up too. In reality, I could take the cover off, but I don't need to do that because I can get my hands up in there. If I was getting the big ones, I probably would have to do that, but I'm not gonna do it today. That's right where we want it. Now the next one's pretty easy. It's still, no. Oh boy, that's a 16. So this end's a 16 right here. No, it isn't, it's a 17. I bet you it's an 18. Let's go 18, see if it works. It's an 18. So this is the fitting end of it on the hose itself. And all we're gonna do is just tighten it right on. It's got an O-ring, which I think is kind of interesting. Now everything's gotten hot sitting out here in the sun. Ooh, baby, that's hot. A lot of times on implements, you only have 2 hoses. And this is my low flow. These big ones are my high flow. And that right there is where the case drain goes. And I believe what the case drain does, it relieves pressure on the motor, which is, in this case, sitting right there. On the ASV, you got a little button up here. I don't know if other skid steers do. You got a little button to relieve the pressure. And all we're gonna do is push this little flat connector right in. I say that. It's not going in like I want it to. I had trouble last time with this thing. Why is it not working, Kevin? There's no fluid in it. I am slip sliding away because there's so much hydraulic fluid floating around here. Okay, this is not working well. Let's see what we got here. It popped off real easy. There we go. Now it's in. We're all good. So I'm not really sure how it broke, but it was not as secure as it could have been, and it got under the tracks, and I broke the hose. So I think that's just a lot of hose. I don't need that much hose. Maybe other skid steers could. I could have cut it off, made it a little bit shorter, but since I wasn't doing anything with the big ones there, I didn't shorten it at all. So we're gonna take some that's a me I'm gonna take my bungee cords, tie them all together, and I'll probably tie it to those hoses down there so that it holds it. Now you can see we still got some fluid here that I need to get rid of so that in case we get another leak, I can see it. What I'm gonna be doing next, let me get around here so you can see it. You see up there where I've already been cutting? I'm gonna cut around those trees up there, and then I'm gonna make my way to the other side of the property so I can move my cattle further over to the north side of the property. It's gonna be hard to get in and get out of the side-by-side. I say side-by-side, the skid steer. It's gonna be hard to get out of the side. I can't even talk right now. It's gonna be hard to get in and out of the skid steer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set you up on the outside, and then I'm just gonna let it go. And you're gonna watch how I go up in there, how I get there, and then how I cut it all, and then hopefully I won't lose the camera. But just in case I do, or it falls off, I'm gonna tie a ribbon on it because I don't want to lose my camera. I really don't. But so I'm gonna put you up on top, and we're gonna give it a go and see what it's like. I might have to do a voiceover, and if I do, I'm gonna apologize in advance because I'm terrible at that sort of thing. But I'm gonna get up there, we're gonna cut some stuff and mow some stuff down. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So let's see what it's like. I've got one of these little guys that I'm gonna use on the roof of this thing, which I can't show you, except I can tell you I'll put it up on the roof. But I can't show you me putting it up on the roof because I've only got one camera. So I'm gonna set the camera up here, put it up on the roof, and we're gonna give it a go. All right, I got it all done. I got my bungees on. It's all good. Question for you. What kind of music do you like to listen to when you see work like this? A lot of times guys are playing like hard rock. I'm not always a fan of it. I mean, I like it, it's cool. It's not what I listen to every day. But what would you like to listen to when I do these kind of videos? Let me know in the comments below. Let's get going. What do you think so far? It's going pretty good, and I haven't broke it yet. It takes forever for that thing to shut off. Gabriel's come over to help out. That's kind of cool.
That thing can still cut your leg off.
Yes, it can. Now, I may not cut your leg off now, but it'll put the hurt on you. This is the northernmost part of our farm. If you look down over the hill, you can see Brent's pond he had built last year. There, Brent's house is down there. Our neighbor Wilbur's over there. And right here is we're gonna put in a campsite. It's gonna be really cool. Our house is over there about 400 or 500 meters. That's the sugar barn there. I was cutting down below there. That's the pasture behind the red barn. The cottage is on the other side of those trees right there. And this right here might become a hip camp. It might not. It may just be for us. But there's a pretty good view here, don't you think? Remember starting out the video, I had to fix the hose. Thankfully this time, I haven't broken anything yet. Not yet, still gotta get back, right? But for the time being, I am pretty much done. Later this evening, I'm probably gonna hook up the tractor to the big brush hog so that later I can come and do this section back over that way where I know there's no rocks. I'm using this particular tool right there in order to get the things that I can't get with the big tractor. And it's also a little bit safer to be over here with this than it is with the big tractor because you really can't see it, but right behind me, it's almost a vertical drop off. I don't want to take my big tractor over there because one, it's too tall, and coming through the trees, it's gonna just take stuff off like the lights. I don't want that to happen. So I'm using a skid steer to get under things really easily. So I am glad most of this work over here is done, or at least for the campsite. Maybe you can come out and camp with us. Think about it, it'd be a lot of fun. Thanks a lot for watching the video. Do consider giving us a thumbs up, and until next time, God bless you.